They said a debt could shatter kingdoms, but this was no debt of silver, no debt of gold. It was whispered in temples, written in blood, and sealed by the gods themselves. For centuries, empires rose in glory. Palaces shimmered, armies thundered, kings were worshipped as gods. But beneath all that splendor, an invisible ledger was kept. Every prayer, every sacrifice, every broken vow, recorded, weighed, and remembered. The ancients called it duty, the mystics called it balance. But what if it was something more, a price not owed to men, but to eternity itself?
In the heart of the Aztec Empire, flowers were not blossoms, they were currency. They were blood. They were payment. The Flower Wars, they called them. Battles fought not to conquer land, but to harvest lives. Bare feet scraped against stone steps. Drums pounded like thunder under the earth. And when the knife fell, hearts, still beating, were lifted high to the sun. Why? Because the Aztecs believed the sun itself was hungry, that without feeding it, the world would die in darkness. Not tribute, not vengeance, but repayment for a cosmic debt. And the Egyptians knew this debt too. Before dawn, priests hurried into the temples. Cold stone echoed with their footsteps. Statues of gods were bathed in oils. Bread was pressed to lips of granite. Wine dripped down carved mouths of stone. To them, this was not worship. It was maintenance. Because if the gods were not fed, chaos itself would awaken. A temple was not a house of prayer. It was a vault. And offerings? Deposits into eternity's account. Further east, the Vedic sages spoke of Rita, the order of the universe, the balance of stars, seasons, and lives. Every fire lit, every chant whispered into the night was not ritual, it was payment. Humanity's share in keeping the universe alive.
But what happens when the debt is not paid? When temple steps run dry of blood? When statues stand hungry in silence? When chants fall quiet against the night? The ancients feared this more than famine, more than war, more than death itself. Because to them, an unpaid debt meant collapse, not of kingdoms, not of dynasties, but of the very world itself. Tonight, we have only opened the first page of this ledger. We've seen the Aztec offerings, the Egyptian gifts, the Vedic balance. But these were only whispers, shadows of something older. For in Mesopotamia, beneath the shadow of the ziggurats, the oldest debts of mankind were carved in clay. And what was written there was no ritual. It was a warning we have yet to understand. So the question remains, was this mystic debt only superstition, or was it the very price of survival? The answer lies ahead in the first great civilization of the world. And if you would follow this ledger to its end, subscribe now and step with us deeper into the mystery.
The ledger is never closed, and the debt always collects. If you would walk further into the mysteries and uncover the pages yet unwritten, subscribe now. For the story is not over, it has only just begun.